Making dumb shit sound smart. Boom.
Let's start again.
Yeah.
Exe Sharp Fere, welcome to the first episode of the Uneducated Opinions of podcast. Kamalam Gulianda Zwane.
Yeah, man. My name is Pilani Zwane. Yeah, we should have called this the Zwane podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So, generally speaking, there's kuluma about anything that we find that interests us, be it politics, be it music, be it academics, be it science, anything that we find that interests us and something that we find might also interest you, we are going to speak about it. And on today's episode, the very first episode is we're going to be talking about our relationship with music in general, yeah, and across a broad spectrum. If you don't know, I make and produce my own music part-time, and
I'm no, man, I'm just a music lover.
Yeah.
You know, I once tried to make music, and then I saw that no, man, that music wasn't for me. Yeah, so I just kept listening to music. You know, I probably call myself a music connoisseur.
yeah, I'm like a mess. Yeah.
I've been listening to music all my life, yeah, man. So yeah, man. So I do have an opinion about music.
Yeah. But I don't think anyone would like to be held accountable about their opinions on music, because at some stage, I will not listen to commercial music or mainstream music. The time hip hop underground strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as time went and you mature, you realize certain things, you find certain things that is not interested, and you find yourself listening to something previously you listened to your one.
Yeah, it's just that I think it comes with a growth, you know, like growing up, you know, like our life is not the same, you know, like 10 years ago, like when we were listening to like hip hop, like real hip hop, hardcore hip hop, like underground hip hop, you know, like life was soft. You know? Life was very soft. You know, just listening, just to hear punchline and flow. You know, and then as you grow up, you know, in high school, and then you get your first girlfriend, you know. And you know, and then you start listening to R. Kelly, Adele, you know, to 21. Don't you remember? And then 6 months later, and then you get your first heartbreak, and then now you're listening to it. And then now you're listening to Fora. You're suicidal. Maybe you want to kill yourself. You know, like it happens. You know? And then you finish high school. You know, you finish school. And then now you're in university. You know, like you're growing. You know, like you're in that a transition from a boy to a man, and then now you start listening to house music, you know, just because you want to view yourself as Ibrazo, you know. Then now you listen to deep house, you know.
What's this guy? You find yourself listening to this Java?
Java slaps, Java.
Yeah, well, and I think if you finished Matric 2018 and then you had your first year in 2019, I'm 100% sure. Mama, why let go?
I wouldn't say mama, but I think you would have played the song with Umlindo Ekoli.
Yeah, it's either Ekoli or Mama. One of those two. 100% sure between those two songs.
Yeah, dog. And in that moment, it feels like you're in the bus, feels like you're traveling to Egoli or Free State or Cape Town, or wherever you're going, and then you're busting that song like it's like on your earphones. I'm saying your mama getting weird guy.
Compilation video.
So you can feel it inside you.
Your hustling shaman.
now I'm going to the big city. So where now let degree.
Sure,
I'm gonna come back with this degree, I'm
6 months down the line.
and then the course is starting to chow, and then you're like,
Can you?
things are not going according to plan, and then now you're drinking every week.
Piano.
So you wake up every day with noodles and cornflakes. It's a different lifestyle.
Yeah, so I'm
different
pretty sure
ballgame.
every experience in the soundtrack here, like every phase you go through in the soundtrack here, that you can associate with your.
Yeah, just like do you remember that show on SABC One, Zaziwa?
Sure,
Do you remember
sure,
that show?
yeah.
I think that was a brilliant show because it was highlighting like the different songs that shaped like
maybe the execution might not have been perfect,
100%,
but the idea itself,
the idea was it was dope. It was unique,
mina ngicishe ngabanje ngidlala itrack cabanga nakhona itrack relaxile. I think it was Jaya Tena. It was like Bambi
and then you're about to get marked.
Shinkunzi. Shinkunzi. That was an experience on its own. Every time I hear that song, I imagine.
It's a traumatic experience. So now, like, the song relates to trauma.
Maybe the song itself, message was not related to local Gwenza, but then I relate the song to that experience because Gwenza gets cut But music being beautiful, I think it also has its ups and downs. As a form of an art,
just like everything in this world.
And I think maybe at some stage
in every bed, and then in every bed is good. That is just the life cycle.
I think at some stage maybe visual arts might have been the in thing at some stage. Maybe where you found Picasso dominating everyone's eyes, is into visual arts, maybe it moved into acting. Maybe the early 60s it was more acting, but then music has always been there and it's always been associated with certain things. And I think most people relate Kakulu to music because it seems to be more accessible to them. You can get it anywhere, anytime. You don't need to have
music
money.
Is more accessible than ever than ever before. But I do have to say that I think the quality of music has decreased significantly, because I really think that a music as an art, just like any other art form. I think that as an artist or as a musician, you create your best music when you're going through something. Like when you're going through something that is life changing, So like during apartheid, like those those music that was released during your one, like oh Mama, oh Miriam Makeba,
Yvonne Chaka
Chaka, like they were going through the most, and then they were producing like some of their best albums because they were going through something.
And it was internationally recognized, not on the scale, let's just like big time internationally recognized.
Time, dog, like Face, like in 2001, if I'm not mistaken, Lucky 2 sold 1 million records.
Hardcore
record, like
hardcore record, not downloads.
Not downloads. And not drink
1 million people stood up by a store.
No, like 1 million people went to the store. So like, I think like now, because of social media, mostly because of social media, I think like we are exposed like to music and visual art in abundance, and it makes it easier for people to bite, it makes it easier for people to steal ideas, like that's why they like it oftentimes like are we just hearing the same in music, I
always have a problem, local, especially as someone who's a creative and a creator. where does the line between drawing inspiration and stealing end?
Yeah.
Like where's the line? Right? Because it's a very big place to speak about, because there's a difference between drawing inspiration and blatantly stealing.
Yes, but wait, okay, let me put it like this, right? So drawing inspiration from a person does not mean that you should imitate the artistry of that person, you know?
Yeah.
Like, for example, like I'm saying is like, if, for example, if myself, like, you know, like a football player like myself, if I say that I draw inspiration from Cristiano Ronaldo, that does not like directly means that I'm going to try and play like Cristiano Ronaldo, you know?
But like, what if I draw certain elements that are very evident from Cristiano Ronaldo, and someone who watches me play sees almost the same thing? Does that person say, oh, I feel like this person draws inspiration from, or this person stole from umuntu kanje? Because there've even been lawsuits about these types of things. You find a song like
DJ Leg, his song was remade by, like, who's this guy, Will I Am. But like Will I Am, like he copied the beat, the melody, but like the song
almost the song word for word. And where do you draw a line with hello? Is it me you're looking for? Adele said hello, it's me, and then Lionel Richie had said hello, is it me you're looking for? Would you say that Adele drew inspiration from Lionel Richie? Or Adele stole from Lionel Richie?
I wouldn't say steal. There's a very thin line.
And then that's very thin. But then from that, you find something that you genuinely feel like, this was stealing. For example, there's this song by I don't know this girl.
The kids. Sound Matrix.
Bro, if you listen to album Ami Faku, you know that's
which song is talking about?
It was a story of Ami Faku.
And what is the name of the song?
Of the song. Which one was it? What was the name of the song? But it wasn't a single, so the song was not pushed that much, and that part was not the chorus of the song. It was just a melody that she had as part of the pre-hook. It was part of the pre-hook, it was a melody, and it sounded nice, and it worked in that context. And then Lorna hears Guti, oh, this works, and then takes it and uses it as an entire hook.
It's tough.
So maybe those types of things water down the type of music that we listen to, as you might say.
And then
it dilutes it.
It dilutes, and then it's like, for example, in trap. Like in trap music, dog. Like I swear, dog. I say 90% of trap beats sound similar. And they sound very similar.
80% of our piano beats sound similar. Don't go far.
9%.
And you hear a piano song, I was good sleep up until the actual chords hit. Sometimes I was on a chord, baseline with I think bass are fine. No musu on my lyrics. But the beat.
The beats, the melodies, it's just.
And you find with some the beat doesn't sound the same, but then the signature sounds the same, and that creates another problem.
Also,
a genre needs to have a similar signature.
Yes, and also at the speed.
The tempo.
The speed is the same. The tempo.
So that's another thing. There are very vague lines, and some people complain about certain things. We always feel like genuinely it's unfair. There's no need for you to complain about this. Because in this card, it's like, but brah, we can all see that this is copied. Yes, a genre does need to have a signature. 1, 2, we need to draw inspiration from other artists. But then if almost everything is gonna start sounding the same.
It becomes hard to differentiate.
And it actually causes people to that's one of the things that causes people to move away from popular music. And you find people listening to some obscure music I mean, maybe like 60% of the time, I listen to a soundtrack from a movie. That's what I listen to. Why? Why? Because it's something that I'm engaged very doing. It's something different, and it fascinates me. And you find other people listening to lofi beats. You find other people people start listening to obscure music, and it's obscure, beautiful music. It's not like I see.
But what I want to say is that, man, like if you really want to be a pioneer, like for a certain industry or genre, I think you really have to think outside the box and come up with something fresh. There may be similarities, but if the finished product is unique, and presentable, I think you can still,
you can still win people.
Yeah.
It becomes a problem to the creators, because, for example, I view myself as a person who likes making hip hop music. Kuba itala, when I start making an amapiano beat, and does it mean that I'm no longer a hip hop artist? Because that was actually the big debate.
Casper.
No, MTV based with Focalistic.
With Focalistic.
Yeah, because Focalistic was a rapper.
Yeah, but we don't know any Focalistic hip hop songs.
Exactly. That's exactly. Ngobani, he didn't succeed as a hip hop artist, but he views himself as
a rapper.
And the people who've been listening to his music from the start know him as a rapper.
Yeah, man. But when it comes to the MTV based hottest MC list, wait. Yeah. I think first we really have to try to define
what an MC is.
What an MC is.
Yeah, because most of the MC, you're getting into other territory.
Yeah. Because if we're talking about MCs, then we're definitely talking about hip hop, and rap music. So now, if say, for example, right, there are a few songs where a Beyonce is rapping on her songs, but is Beyonce a rapper?
No.
So,
does that mean that should Beyonce make a hip hop song? Does that mean that Beyonce can't win the
she can
rap song?
But what I'm saying is, even like what I'm saying is, if Beyonce releases an album, right, you see like on Spotify, or what you call this other thing, Apple Music,
entitled,
Deezer
and all those things.
Yeah, so it's like they define the genre of the project. What is this, dog? Is this hip hop? Is this amapiano? Yes.
So we should specify
because
what is very work.
Yes.
But now that presents another problem.
No, because what I'm saying is,
it becomes restricting. What if I have track 1, amapiano, track 8, hardcore hip hop, I'm dropping hardcore bars? Does that mean I can't do that? Track 8, Afro Soul. Does that mean I can't do that?
You can.
But maybe I can do that in an EP, not in an album.
Okay, let me answer your question like this, right? Amalum Cool Cat released, I think it was his first album in 2016, right?
Was it
in 2016? Mlazi Milano, right? So on Spotify, on all the platforms, when they were defining the genre of that project, they did not write one genre, they said that it is an hip hop album that is fused with some and what you call this other, I think it's EDM or something. EDM. So it is possible to
put different subgenres
together into one project. But Malcolm Cat you know, is predominantly a rapper,
Yeah.
a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
But guys, like Busiswa and when was you?
No.
Like Busiswa.
The thing is, I've heard Busiswa rap though in a rap song. Not only
In a rap song?
Yeah.
Which song?
It was Stogie T. She was with Stogie T.
She was rapping.
Yeah.
Busiswa is a rapper.
With Stogie T, dog.
Busiswa.
On one song. You can look it up, man. You can find it.
Check it out.
Connect.
Wait.
Busiswa and Stogie T went toe to toe in one song.
Busiswa went toe to toe
With Stogie T.
with Stogie T.
Yeah.
On a track.
On the track, my guy. On the track, my guy. I am not making this up.
No, you're like, but
I'm not
come on,
making
guys.
this
Come on.
That time Stogie T was not Stogie T. It was still to me. That makes it even worse.
Come on, dog. Like what
That
I'm
makes it
saying
even
is,
worse.
oh, do me
Because,
from the volume.
Yeah, do me from the volume.
Wait, dog. Listen, wait.
Yeah.
I know Busiswa is a poet. You know, like before she went into music, she
Yeah.
was a poet.
Child.
Yeah. She was. Yeah, but I still think she's whack. Okay, but that's not the topic. Okay, she's whack.
I can imagine someone also look at the Shandes and get like really pissed or angry. That's a you problem. I think
man.
that's a you problem.
Yeah, man,
We
just
did
look
say
at the
this is
name.
Uneducated opinions.
Uneducated opinions.
Yeah.
Dog.
This is the Uneducated Opinions podcast.